from Sovereign Smoke. Gonna be starting up my smoker today. I'm gonna be doing 3 pork butts for tomorrow's event at the butchery in Maple Lake. I'm gonna be handing out free samples tomorrow at the butchery in Maple Lake. But today I was gonna try out this new charcoal here called Jealous Devil lump coal, and it's all natural hardwood. And I'm gonna try it out and see how it works. I'm gonna put this down as my base starter. That way I have good hot coals underneath my actual real wood that I use. I always like to start my smoker with some charcoal, and we'll see how this does. See if it gives me a good hot base coals underneath my wood that I use to do my smoking. I'm gonna open up the bag. It's really nice, heavy-duty plastic bags. You can leave it out in the rain, and it's waterproof. Looks really nice. The packaging is nice. Has a nice little resealable zipper on the top, which is really cool. I haven't seen that on hardly any. I don't think I've seen it in any charcoal bags. But if you look inside and look at some of the charcoal, here's the lump charcoal. Looks really nice. Doesn't look like it's half burnt. It looks like a really nice coal. We'll give it a shot here. I'm going to dump some in here and we'll light her up. And after a little bit, we'll come back to it and see how the coal. To show my base of my basket with coal. Look at these nice big large pieces of coal. I really like that size. It's a nice size. I'm going to basically fill my whole wire basket here with the coal, and then I'm going to start lighting it up. I want to get them fairly close together and fill up my whole base. That should be good. See, it's nice and full there. So how I start my smoker, I don't like to use any lighter fluid. Obviously lighter fluid is gross and it tastes bad and makes your food taste bad. What I use is this nice torch, Oklahoma Joe torch for lighting. And basically you turn a knob to turn it on. Right now it's open throttle, and sometimes it takes more than a couple clicks to get it started, but we'll give it a try here. You just pull the safety click and start clicking it, and it starts right up. It's as easy as that. You can either go through the hole here. Right now I'm starting, I'm going to open the actual door up. I'm just going to start flaming her up, and as soon as it starts getting red and hot, I'm going to call that it's lit, and we're going to go from there. And we'll come back to it at about 10 minutes later and see where we're at. Get some good nice oxygen there today. It's a pretty chilly day. It's below 0 here in Minnesota. I'd say it's probably, I haven't looked at my temperatures, but it's around 25 degrees outside. Not too windy, just a little bit of a brisk wind. Not too bad, but you can see the flame is blowing in there from the wind. Trying to get some good, nice, hot coals started here. probably can turn the torch off now. It's probably hot enough where they'll stay lit by themselves. And then I'm going to add some wood to the top of them so the wood can start getting started. Because I like to burn off the wood before I actually get my meat in there, because the wood eventually is going to be the heat, not the coal. The coal is just the base. I'm going to turn the torch off now. Look, we got a nice flame there without the torch. The coal seems to be working really well. I'm going to shut the full door because it doesn't need that much air coming in there, but I'm going to leave the vent fully open. That way it gets nice draft like it's supposed to. Now as I have the smoker chamber open, the whole smoker chamber is open, and because right now we're just starting up the coal and we're getting good base coal. I'm going to take a couple pieces of my wood here that I got cut perfect size, length to fit into my firebox. This is cherry wood. I like to use cherry wood and apple wood. For the base, I'm going to start out with cherry wood, and as soon as I get the meat on there, or right before I put the meat on there, I'm going to put one little piece of apple wood on there. So I'm going to put one long like this, and another long like this. These will be the base. And I'm going to put one short one right in the middle there. That way when the two longer ones burn out, I can keep moving them around, and that longer one can get moved down. So let this keep burning, and this is going to be my base of my coals for my smoker. I'm back here. It's been a little over 10 minutes, closer to 15 minutes since we started up the coals and put some logs on. As you can see, we got a beautiful these coals under there, and the logs are nice and have a good burn to them. When it's basically ready, we can start closing up the smoker here to get the smoker up to the correct temp. So I just wanted to end this part of the video right now because, I mean, those coals did a beautiful job of starting the logs, and they have a nice base down there, and all those logs are going to be a nice coal base for everything. Now I'm just going to keep on shifting those logs around, adding more every once in a while when I need them, and that's how you get your smoker started, using lump coal, and then you just use wood, actual cherry wood or apple wood the rest of the time. I'm going to get my smoker ready here. For now, I'm going to close up the lid because it doesn't need the airflow going anymore. So we're going to close her up. I'm going to seal it up. And get the gap on my glue open. And now we're just going to close the lid here, and we're going to see where the temp ends up at. And then we'll play with our openers and flues and make sure they're properly the way we need them. Right now you can see starting to draw the smoke in correctly already, and all I did was close the lid, and now we got a nice clean blue smoke coming out of there. Didn't take long to get that nice clean smoke, and we're just going to get our temperature gauges up here, and then we're going to start throwing the meat on. Again, I'm using my Oklahoma Joel, and it's a Longhorn. Not a Highlander, it's a Longhorn. All I do is I have my smoker mounted on my trailer here. That way I can pull it around my yard, pull it behind my car, and bring it to different locations. It's a perfect size. I mean, you saw it in there, I don't know if you saw I have an upper rack and a lower rack. Today I'm just going to be using the upper rack. By using ribs, I can put almost 12 racks of ribs in this little guy here. It's not a huge beast, but perfect for backyard events and perfect for going to little sampling events, because I'm not actually going to be doing full meals for tons of people. I'm just going to be handing out samples. So today we're smoking 3 pork butts. And that coal process, again, it was due to the Jealous Devil lump coal. And I'd say I highly recommend using these. They did a beautiful job getting my coal base started. I'll shoot some more video clips in a little bit here.